Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Hello, little learners. Welcome back to our learning space. My name is Miss Laura. Can you tell me your name? I'm so excited that you made it back today. I'm feeling fantastic today because it's Friday. Are you feeling fantastic today, this Friday? Now, when you're feeling fantastic, your body wants to do things like dance and move, and that's always great, except when you have to be calm and quiet in places like a doctor's office, or maybe your parents are on an important phone call and they need a little quiet. So I have tons of activities in my Calm Down box that will help you calm down, still feel great, but in a more quiet way. So I already took a spin on my wheel and landed on my Calm Down toolkit. We haven't visited this one in a while. Now remember, you can make this at home. You don't need a fancy toolbox. You can use a shoebox and put some of your favorite things in there. Here's some of the things that I put in my kit. So in my Calm Down toolkit, I have one of these drink cozies, and it happens to be sparkly. And when you move it one way, it's gold, and if you move it the other way, it's black. And the texture of it and the motion of moving it back and forth helps calm you down. So you can add that to your toolbox. I also have these fun squishy things that I got at the store where things only cost $1, and they stretch out like this. See? And this one has fun little eyes too. And you can stretch it and move it, and that'll help your body calm down. Okay, another way I like to calm down is by looking in the mirror and checking in on how I'm feeling. So let's build our letter and find out what letter mirror we're going to use today. So let's see. For this letter, I'm going to need 3 big lines. One big line is going to go straight down like this. Whoop. The other one is going to go across like this, almost like a slide. Whoop. And then the next one is going to go up like this. What letter have I made? Yes, it's the letter N. So let me grab my letter N mirror right here, and I'm going to check in on how I'm feeling using my emotional check-in. Now, you're so good at identifying feelings that I thought we would sing along to a feeling song instead this week. So let's sing along together by watching the video. Get ready to sing along with me. And Shy Bunny. Shy Bunny doesn't like to sing, but maybe if we sing with him, he'll sing along too. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Whew, that was fast. If you're surprised and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're surprised and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're surprised and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're surprised and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're silly and you know it, jump around. If you're silly and you know it, jump around. If you're silly and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're silly and you know it, jump around. Our feelings are so important. Thank you, Shy Bunny. Now, it's so important for you to check in on how you're feeling, not just once, but throughout the day, because our feelings change all the time, don't they? Now, I love sharing your stories, but this week, I've been pulling out pictures from my own photo album to share with you. So these are some of the activities that I like to do in December. Now, this one shows my daughter Sophie opening her very first present. So let's see, P for present. Now you might get presents around this time, or you might get presents, which is people around you. Okay, so I wonder, when you get something that you love from somebody that you love, how does that make you feel? Does that make you feel cozy and warm inside? If it does, give me a big smile. If that kind of makes you feel sad and angry, make a sad and angry face. Let me take a look. Ooh, a lot of you are smiling. I think Sophie really enjoyed opening her very first present. It was taller than her, and it was a play kitchen. So you don't have to get fancy presents like that, do you? So yes, we were feeling warm and cozy. Now remember, I love to share your stories. Please send me pictures of things that you do in December that make you feel happy. Ask a parent or a teacher to send them to the address below. Okay, let's ring our bell and check in on our visual schedule. We did our emotional check-in, and this week we've been learning all about the story, The Mitten. We've been exploring the different characters in the story. We sequenced the characters, we did beginning sounds with the characters, and today we're going to do an activity where you're going to get to make a mitten of your own and put the characters inside. Then it's going to be time to sing our goodbye song. To get started, let's do a quick movement with a letter that I'm going to use here and flip over. Let's see what our movement is today. Da 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 da. Letter M. M for march. March in place. So we're going to march over to my intentional message. Let's see. March, 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 march. Okay, here's our message. It says this. We are learning about the characters in the story, The Mitten. Characters are the people, animals, or things in a story that can think, feel, or act. Now remember, I showed you what a mitten looks like. I'm going to put one on just so you can see. It doesn't have different holes for each of the fingers. It has one big pocket like this. So today we're going to be making our own mitten. So let me walk over to my chair and I'll give you the directions for how you might do that. Okay, so let's see. The first thing you're going to want to do is take 2 pieces of paper. Now, I used a very sturdy paper that's called cardstock. But if you don't have a heavier paper like this, you can always use paper bags. Those work too. And then I'm going to take my scissors. Now, if you feel really good at this, you don't need to trace your mitten first. It doesn't have to be perfect, but because I wasn't too sure how it was going to turn out, I ended up tracing it. So I'm going to start cutting it out. Now, when I cut things out, I always hold my scissors right in front of me like this and pretend that they're like an alligator chomping away. The thumb goes in the small hole, and these 2 fingers go in the larger hole. And I'm going to pretend that it's eating the paper. And notice that I'm using my helper hand to hold the paper. Okay, let's start cutting. I'm going to cut all the way around. This is where the thumb would be. And all the way up and all the way back around. Notice my helper hand holding the paper still like that. Now it's important that you keep both pieces of paper together like this, because what we're going to do next is hole punch the pieces of paper. Now a hole punch is a tool that lets you punch a hole into paper. Mine is kind of small. It looks like this, but yours might be longer. The hole punch really helps you with writing because it helps develop your tripod grasp like this when you're holding a pencil. So I'm not going to get to punch the whole thing, but one game I like to play is I like to say the ABCs and figure out what letter I land on like this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and you get the idea. Then when I land on a letter, I like to think of 2 things that start with the letter. So G for good and great. Okay, so I have one that I kind of did here that's going to have some weaving. So to get that started, we're going to need some yarn, and of course I used very colorful yarn. And then what I did is I taped it to a little piece of toothpick. This idea came from one of our teachers, Mrs. Tinoco. Thank you for that idea. It helps you create a needle, and we're going to weave it in and out like this. Now, when you first put it in the hole, you can ask a grown-up, or you can practice tying a knot like this to keep it in place. And then you're going to weave in and out like this, in through the hole and out like this. And what this is going to do, it's going to hold the mitten together. And later we're going to add our characters in there. So you can see how the toothpick really helps you. So I have one mitten that I already did, because you can add all kinds of decorations right here. So let me show you the mitten that I did already. So you can see how it looks when it's finished. Just tie it off, and then it becomes like a pocket that you can put things inside of. See? And I put stripes and dots and zigzags. Now, to finish off this activity, what you're going to want to do is either print off all the characters from the story The Mitten, and those are available on the internet for free, or for extra fun, you can draw your own pictures, and don't forget to label those pictures. Writing is so important when you're just learning. Just try your best. And then you can put your characters in your mitten and practice retelling the story. I hope that you try this activity at home, boys and girls, and I hope that you enjoyed our story. For now, let's ring the bell, and we're going to go through and see what we accomplished this week. So we did our emotional check-in, we did our weekly investigation, we learned all about the characters in the mitten, and now it's time to sing our goodbye song. So let's do that together. Here we go. It goes like this. A, B, see you later, D, E, F, G, I'm gonna miss ya, H, I have to go now, J, K, bye-bye now, L, M, N, O, I had a good time, P, Q, R, you gonna miss me, S, T, you are my best friend, V, W, X, Y, Z, and you're my very best friend. So I'm going to give you a little preview of what we're going to learn about next week. So this week we learned about a December story called The Mitten. Next week we're going to learn about a gingerbread man. Have you ever eaten a gingerbread cookie? Those are really good. We're going to read all about a gingerbread man. We're going to make gingerbread cookies. We are going to do a gingerbread house even. It's going to be so much fun. Okay, my friends, since we have a little bit more time, let's sign off with one more time singing our song about the mitten. Ready? It goes like this. The mitten's on the ground, the mitten's on the ground. Hi-ho, it's cold outside, the mitten's on the ground. Now, who went into the mitten? The hedgehog burrowed in, the hedgehog burrowed in. Hi-ho, did you know the hedgehog burrowed in? So keep singing, my friends. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.